Maplewood was a town where everyone knew everyone. It was a place where neighbors greeted each other with warm smiles and friendly waves. It was the kind of place where people left their doors unlocked and children played freely in the streets, their laughter echoing through the air. Surrounded by rolling hills and whispering willows, Maplewood had a timeless charm that seemed to belong to another era. Life moved at a slower pace here, with people taking the time to enjoy the simple pleasures of everyday life. Lily was a young woman who lived in Maplewood, a place she had always called home. She had lived there her entire life, growing up with the town and its people. Lily worked at a small cafe on Main Street, a cozy spot that was the heart of the community. The cafe, with its checkered floors and the smell of freshly brewed coffee, was a favorite spot for the locals, a place where stories were shared and friendships were forged. Lily spent her days serving coffee, tea, and smiles, always ready with a kind word or a listening ear. She was a quiet girl, almost invisible in the bustle of the cafe, yet her presence brought a sense of warmth and comfort to those around her. Lily often felt unseen, like a shadow moving through the background of other people's lives. She would watch families laughing over breakfast or friends catching up over coffee. Lily yearned for that kind of connection. She craved to be seen, to be known. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Lily continued her work at the cafe. She greeted customers, took orders, and served with a polite smile. But deep down, she felt an emptiness, a void that seemed impossible to fill. One cold winter morning, a stranger walked into the cafe. His name was Sam. He was tall and thin, with tired eyes and a weary slump to his shoulders. Sam looked lost and alone. He wandered into the cafe, his eyes scanning the room. Lily watched him from behind the counter. She noticed the worn-out boots he wore and the faded backpack slung over his shoulder. There was something about Sam, a vulnerability that tugged at Lily's heart. Lily found herself sitting across from him a few moments later. Something about Sam's quiet demeanor drew her in. He shared that he was passing through town, looking for work. He spoke of his struggles, his voice filled with a quiet desperation. Thank you. This means more than you know. Narrator. Sam reluctantly took a seat by the window. Lily brought him his coffee and a steaming bowl of tomato soup. As she placed it before him, he looked up at her with grateful eyes. Lily listened intently, offering words of encouragement, her voice steady and reassuring. She knew how important it was to be there for someone in their time of need. She told him about the local community center that offered support to those in need, explaining the various services they provided, from counseling to job assistance. She spoke with a warmth and sincerity that surprised even herself, feeling a deep connection to the person she was helping. For the first time in a long time, Lily felt seen, heard, and valued. It was a moment of mutual understanding and empathy.
You know, there's a community center here that can help. They have a variety of programs designed to support people in your situation. They have resources and support for people in your situation, including food assistance, mental health services, and job training programs.
Sam's eyes lit up as she spoke. He clung to her words, hope flickering in his tired eyes. It was as if a weight had been lifted off his shoulders. He hadn't felt this seen, this understood in a long time. The connection they shared was profound and deeply moving. Lily's simple act of kindness, offering a warm meal and a listening ear, had ignited a spark of hope within him. It was a reminder that even small gestures can make a big difference in someone's life. The next morning, Lily arrived at the cafe to find a note waiting for her. It was written on a napkin, the words a bit smudged. Thank you for the food, the conversation, and for reminding me that there is still kindness in this world. You made a difference. Sam. Lily's heart swelled with a warmth that she hadn't felt before. She realized that kindness, like a boomerang, had a way of returning to the giver. She had reached out to Sam, but in doing so, she had found a piece of herself she didn't know was missing. Lily realized that day that even the smallest acts of kindness can have a ripple effect, touching lives in ways we may never fully comprehend. A simple smile, a kind word, or a helping hand can set off a chain reaction of goodwill. And in the heart of Maplewood, where life moved at a slower pace, Lily discovered that sometimes the greatest journeys begin with a single act of compassion. She saw how one good deed could inspire another, creating a web of kindness that spread throughout the community. Thank you. You saved me. Narrator. Weeks later, Lily saw Sam again. He was standing tall, a smile on his face. The transformation was remarkable. He had found a job at the local bookstore and a small room to rent above the bakery. His life had taken a turn for the better. He was a changed man, his eyes sparkling with newfound hope. He approached Lily and embraced her in a warm hug. In that moment, Lily knew that her small act of kindness had made a world of difference.